Today, we are more aware than ever of how tanning in sunbeds can cause skin cancer, of how smoking cigarettes can cause lung cancer, and even how texting and driving can cause a deadly car crash, especially in young drivers. But are we aware that childhood obesity can lead to developing diabetes, heart disease, and even stroke? My goal today is to inform you more about childhood obesity so you can become more educated about this issue in the hopes that you will decide to make a difference. I'm credible to speak on this topic because I have done a lot of research about childhood obesity, and it is an issue that I believe is important and needs to be addressed. There are several statistics that show how important the childhood obesity epidemic really is, and there are many problems that children run into, both in school and at home, that make this issue more difficult to solve. But there are also solutions to this problem, both in school and at home, that can help reduce and eliminate the problem of childhood obesity. The numbers on childhood obesity may be higher than you think, and it is an issue that needs to be addressed now. We put so much focus on other problems that we seem to forget that childhood obesity is even one. In order to resolve this issue, the responsibility cannot be completely placed on the kids. They need the help and guidance of their family and schools, and they need help now. If you still don't believe that childhood obesity is a big issue, just listen to some of these numbers. These statistics are from the American Heart Association. About 5% of the kids in the United States are severely obese. And that number may seem small, but that 5% only represents a small portion of the kids included in this obesity epidemic. 23.9 million children ages 2 to 19 are overweight, and of these children, 12.7 million of them are obese. In another article written by the Huffington Post, it says that the Centers of Disease Control state that 1 in 3 individuals would have diabetes by 2050, and 1 in 3 children born this year will develop diabetes at some point in their life. Do you want your younger brother or sister, or even your own child, to be one of these struggling kids? I don't. Now that you know some of the numbers regarding childhood obesity, we need to come up with a plan to solve this growing problem. First, we cannot place all of the blame on the kids and just tell them to stop overeating or just to exercise more. According to the American Heart Association, childhood obesity also has psychological effects on kids, such as low self-esteem, negative body image, and it even causes depression. Simply telling kids to change their ways is not enough. According to the CDC, there are factors both in school and at home affecting this issue, such as sugary drinks being available on campus, but even more than that, students aren't being educated on what unhealthy foods are doing to their bodies or even how fun and beneficial exercise can be. Instead, physical education classes are being reduced or even eliminated at some schools, and time for recess is being shortened dramatically. The opportunity for students to get any sort of physical exercise from 8 to 3, Monday through Friday, is very minimal. So how do we change the problems at school? We can start by educating the kids and giving them knowledge and skills to help them make better choices for themselves. Instead of scaring them into eating broccoli to the point of them hating it, we should explain to them why greens are good for their bodies. Instead of eliminating recess and physical education classes, keep them implemented so the kids actually have a fair shot at getting in some good quality exercise time throughout the day. The problem of childhood obesity can't be solved by just tweaking a few things at school. Things need to change at home as well. After school, kids have a bad habit of heading straight to the computer or the TV room for several hours after they get home, and that's not helping their cause. In between the TV shows, video games, and internet are the advertisements and commercials targeting kids. Whether it's a McDonald's Big Mac or a Burger King Whopper, these poor food choices are surrounding children, and the opportunity to eat these unhealthy foods arise at every corner on the street. It is not just up to the kids. They need guidance from their parents and families. Parents and families too. Family dinners are a start. It gives them an opportunity for a healthy meal. Also, it is critical that adults lead by example, so skip the McDonald's just because it's convenient for you. Instead, make time and make dinner with your family, and that also gives them an opportunity to learn how to cook healthy foods. Also, make time to play outside with your kids. Don't do it just to lose weight, but do it because you enjoy it and your kids will enjoy it too. Some kids need that extra push, and you can be it. One more adjustment that kids will take some time to get used to, but they'll thank you for later, is limiting their access and their time allowed on video games and the internet. In the Time article regarding obesity, it says doctors can detect children who are at high risk for weight issues by age 4. Do you want your niece or nephew to struggle with these issues all of their life? I'm guessing no, so it's up to you to help them out. As I stated earlier, there are several statistics that show how important the childhood obesity epidemic really is, and there are many problems that kids run into both in school and at home that make this issue more difficult to solve, but there are also many solutions to this problem both in school and at home that can help reduce and eliminate this problem completely. In conclusion, it is important to realize that the health and well-being of children is equally as important as every other issue that we see today. It's time for people to become educated on this topic so that we can all make a difference. Children today are our future tomorrow, and I hope that now, after hearing some of these statistics, problems, and even some solutions, you also have more interest in tackling this childhood obesity problem. Thank you.